Welcome to Healing Heart Talks, where we explore the hidden psychology of wealth and the fascinating mechanics of the human brain. Today, we are not looking at standard investment techniques or basic stock market strategies that everyone else is constantly discussing. Instead, we will dive deep into how the minds of highly successful savers actually operate on a neurological and psychological level. Have you ever wondered why some people effortlessly accumulate wealth while others constantly struggle with their daily financial decisions and habits? The secret lies within the brain, specifically in how these individuals process information, handle emotions, and perceive their long-term future. Let us begin by examining the concept of automation over willpower, a fundamental principle that separates the rich from others. Most people rely on their prefrontal cortex to make daily financial choices, which quickly leads to severe mental fatigue every day. However, financially successful individuals rarely think about money because they have already established highly efficient, automated systems for their finances. By automating their savings and investments, they significantly reduce the cognitive load on their brain, preserving energy for more important decisions. This means money flows into investment accounts without requiring any active conscious effort, completely bypassing the need for daily willpower struggles. Automation transforms a difficult chore into an invisible background process, allowing wealth to grow steadily while they focus on living. When you remove the need to make constant choices, your brain no longer feels the heavy burden of financial anxiety. Willpower is a limited resource that depletes throughout the day, so relying on it for financial security is a terrible strategy. By setting up automatic transfers, these individuals ensure their financial success without ever having to fight their own natural impulses. This simple psychological shift allows them to build massive wealth effortlessly, proving that smart systems always outperform raw human willpower. Next, let us explore their unique physical reaction to debt, which is profoundly different from how the average person experiences it. For these individuals, being in debt is not merely a mathematical problem. It manifests as an actual physical sensation of deep pain. When they think about owing money, their brain activates regions that are typically associated with physical pain and severe imminent threat. This neurological response means that carrying a credit card balance literally hurts them, making debt avoidance a fundamental biological survival instinct. Unlike many people who view loans as a normal part of life, successful savers perceive debt as a highly dangerous predator. Their amygdala, the fear center of the brain, triggers feelings of intense stress whenever they consider borrowing money for consumer goods. This visceral reaction protects them from falling into the trap of high interest rates and endless monthly payments that destroy wealth. Imagine feeling a sharp physical ache every time you swipe a credit card for something you cannot actually afford right now. That is exactly what happens in the minds of these disciplined individuals, turning financial caution into a completely natural automatic behavior. Because their brain associates debt with genuine physical suffering, they will go to extreme lengths to clear their financial obligations quickly. They do not need a budget to tell them to pay off loans. Their nervous system screams at them to act. This pain response is a powerful evolutionary mechanism that has been repurposed to protect their long-term financial stability and personal freedom. By avoiding the agony of owing others, they maintain a peaceful state of mind that allows for clear, rational investment decisions. Debt becomes a toxic substance that their brain naturally rejects, ensuring they always live comfortably below their actual financial means. This deeply ingrained biological defense mechanism is a critical component of their extraordinary ability to accumulate and maintain significant long-term wealth. Another fascinating trait is their tendency to think in percentages and time, rather than just looking at the absolute price tags. When faced with a purchase, they immediately calculate how much of their total income or net worth this specific item represents. A $1,000 phone is not just $1,000. It is a specific fraction of their precious annual earning power. Furthermore, they convert the cost of an item into the exact number of working hours required to actually pay for it. They ask themselves if a new television is truly worth trading 2 entire weeks of their hard work and personal energy. This temporal conversion fundamentally changes how the brain values money, shifting the focus from instant gratification to the actual human cost. By translating currency into hours of life, they create a highly effective mental barrier against frivolous spending and unnecessary material consumption. Time is our most limited and valuable resource, and these individuals acutely understand that spending money literally means spending their lives. This perspective makes it incredibly easy to walk away from expensive purchases that offer very little genuine, long-lasting value or happiness. Their brain processes a price tag as an exchange of life energy, making every financial decision a deeply profound personal choice. Thinking in percentages also helps them maintain perspective as their wealth grows, preventing them from making foolishly extravagant lifestyle upgrades later. A sudden bonus is viewed as a percentage increase in their investment portfolio, rather than an excuse to buy luxury items. This mathematical approach to daily spending removes emotional impulses, allowing cold, rational logic to dictate their ongoing financial behaviors and habits. It is a powerful cognitive reframe that transforms ordinary money into a tangible representation of their precious, irreplaceable time on Earth. Ultimately, this mindset ensures that they only exchange their life energy for things that truly matter and bring genuine long-term fulfillment. Now let us delve into the fascinating role of dopamine, the powerful neurotransmitter responsible for feelings of intense pleasure and reward. For the average person, dopamine is heavily released during the act of spending money and acquiring shiny new material possessions quickly. This creates a dangerous cycle where shopping becomes an addictive behavior, constantly draining their bank accounts in pursuit of temporary happiness. However, the brains of highly successful savers have been completely rewired to experience this chemical reward in a vastly different way. Instead of feeling a rush from buying things, their brain releases a massive surge of dopamine when they actually save money. Watching their bank balance increase or their investment portfolio grow provides them with a profound sense of genuine euphoria and satisfaction. This neurological flip is perhaps the most powerful advantage they possess, turning wealth accumulation into a highly addictive and enjoyable game. They literally get high on financial security, finding far more joy in a growing spreadsheet than in a crowded shopping mall. Every time they transfer money into savings, their reward pathways light up, reinforcing the positive habit and making it incredibly effortless. This means they do not feel deprived when they skip a purchase. Rather, they feel a triumphant sense of personal victory. Saving money is not a sacrifice for them. It is a deeply rewarding activity that constantly floods their brain with happiness. By deriving pleasure from accumulation rather than consumption, they effortlessly bypass the modern consumer traps that keep most people eternally broke. Their dopamine system serves as a powerful engine for wealth creation, constantly driving them to optimize their finances and increase savings. This natural chemical reinforcement makes the journey to financial independence feel like an exciting adventure rather than a miserable, restrictive diet. It proves that changing how you perceive money can fundamentally alter your brain chemistry, making lasting wealth a truly joyful pursuit. Another crucial psychological defense mechanism is their intense, almost irrational fear of a phenomenon commonly known as insidious lifestyle creep today. Lifestyle creep occurs when an individual's discretionary consumption increases at the exact same rate as their rising income and professional success. Most people naturally upgrade their cars, homes, and wardrobes the moment they receive a promotion or a significant raise at work. However, financially successful individuals experience a profound sense of deep discomfort when their spending begins to closely mirror their rising earnings. Even when they can easily afford a more luxurious lifestyle, their brain triggers warning signals that urge extreme caution and restraint. They acutely understand that increasing their baseline expenses creates a dangerous trap, requiring them to work harder just to maintain status. This anxiety protects them from the golden handcuffs, ensuring that their growing income translates directly into wealth rather than expensive liabilities. Their mind constantly reminds them that a simpler life offers far more freedom than a complex life filled with expensive obligations. By intentionally keeping their living costs low, they create a massive gap between their income and expenses, which accelerates their investments. They find comfort in living well below their means, viewing their unspent income as a powerful shield against unforeseen economic disasters. The thought of being trapped by high monthly overhead fills them with dread, motivating them to actively resist unnecessary societal pressures. They happily drive older cars and live in modest homes, knowing that their true wealth is safely hidden in investment accounts. This deliberate rejection of consumer escalation requires a strong psychological foundation, as it often goes against the cultural norms of society. Yet, their brain continuously rewards them with a deep sense of peace and security for maintaining their humble, low-cost daily lifestyle. Ultimately, their fear of lifestyle creep is a highly adaptive trait that guarantees their financial independence remains permanently secure and untouchable. One of the most remarkable cognitive abilities of successful savers is their incredibly strong, vivid connection to their own future selves. For most people, the distant future is a vague, abstract concept, making it exceedingly difficult to sacrifice present desires for tomorrow. However, these individuals view their 65-year-old self as a very real, tangible person who is constantly communicating with them right now. When making financial decisions, they actively consult this future version of themselves, asking if a purchase will harm their future security. Brain imaging studies show that when they think about their future, the exact same neural pathways activate as thinking about today. This means they feel an intense empathy and profound responsibility for the older version of themselves, treating them like a friend. They do not want to steal from their future self just to experience a brief moment of fleeting pleasure today anymore. This powerful temporal bridge allows them to effortlessly delay gratification, knowing that the ultimate reward will be massive and life-changing. By vividly imagining their retirement years, they make saving money feel like a direct gift to someone they deeply love today. This psychological trick completely eliminates the feeling of deprivation, replacing it with a warm sense of profound generosity and loving care. Their brain practically collapses the timeline, making the long-term benefits of compound interest feel as exciting as an immediate cash reward. They can clearly visualize the peace and freedom their future self will enjoy, which serves as incredible daily motivation and inspiration. This deep connection ensures that their financial planning is never an abstract chore, but a deeply personal, highly meaningful, lifelong mission. It bridges the gap between present actions and future consequences, allowing wisdom to consistently triumph over short-sighted, impulsive, daily human desires. Ultimately, treating their future self as a cherished companion is the ultimate secret to sustaining incredible financial discipline over many decades. Another highly effective mental strategy employed by these individuals is their unique ability to experience intense pre-purchase regret before buying anything. While most people only feel buyer's remorse after they have already spent their money, successful savers can actually simulate this feeling. Before making a purchase, their brain rapidly projects forward in time, vividly imagining the inevitable disappointment that follows a brief thrill. They can perfectly anticipate how quickly a shiny new object will lose its appeal and become just another piece of clutter. This extraordinary predictive capability acts as a powerful emotional circuit breaker, instantly stopping impulsive shopping behaviors dead in their tracks today. By feeling the future regret in the present moment, they completely neutralize the temporary desire to acquire unnecessary material consumer goods. Their mind recognizes that the excitement of buying is merely a chemical illusion, destined to fade almost immediately after the transaction. This allows them to walk out of stores or close browser tabs without feeling any sense of genuine loss or deprivation. They use this simulated negative emotion as a highly protective shield, guarding their hard-earned wealth from clever marketing and advertising tricks. It is a brilliant hack of the human nervous system, using the brain's own predictive powers to maintain strict financial discipline. When confronted with a tempting item, they pause and let the simulated feelings of emptiness and regret wash over them completely. This simple pause is usually more than enough to break the spell of consumerism and restore their cold, rational financial logic. Over time, this practice becomes entirely automatic, making it incredibly difficult for them to waste money on things they do not need. They have essentially trained their brain to associate unnecessary spending with emotional pain, further reinforcing their strong desire to save constantly. This proactive approach to managing regret ensures that their financial resources are always directed toward things that provide genuine, lasting happiness. We must also examine their fascinating habit of constant disaster simulation, a practice that might seem overly pessimistic to the average observer. These financially successful individuals frequently and vividly imagine absolute worst-case scenarios, such as losing their jobs or facing severe economic depressions. However, they do not do this to torture themselves with anxiety. Rather, they use these simulations as highly practical strategic tools. By visualizing potential catastrophes, their brain identifies critical vulnerabilities in their current financial setup, prompting them to take immediate corrective actions. This mental rehearsal drives them to build massive, impenetrable emergency funds that can withstand almost any unpredictable shock the world delivers. When they picture a sudden medical crisis or a prolonged period of unemployment, the resulting fear motivates aggressive saving and investing. Their brain uses these simulated threats to justify living well below their means, transforming potential panic into solid, actionable financial preparation. Because they have already lived through financial disasters in their minds, they are rarely caught off guard when real problems arise. This proactive defensive mindset ensures they never have to rely on expensive credit cards or high-interest loans during an actual emergency. Ironically, by constantly thinking about terrible financial disasters, they create a reality where they feel incredibly safe, secure, and deeply relaxed. The massive cash reserves they build act as a powerful psychological shock absorber, smoothing out the inevitable bumps of modern life. They sleep soundly at night, not because they are blindly optimistic, but because they have mathematically prepared for the absolute worst. This strategic pessimism is a hallmark of the wealthy mind, proving that hoping for the best is never a valid plan. They understand that the global economy is inherently unpredictable, and the only true safety lies in overwhelming personal financial strength today. By embracing the dark possibilities of the future, they forge an unbreakable armor of wealth that protects their family for generations. When we combine all these fascinating neurological traits, we see a complete, highly optimized system for generating and preserving massive wealth. These individuals are not necessarily smarter than everyone else. They have simply aligned their brain chemistry with their long-term financial goals. They have successfully transformed the difficult task of saving money into an automatic, deeply rewarding, and highly protective biological instinct today. By automating their decisions, they conserve precious mental energy and completely eliminate the daily struggle against their own natural human impulses. Their profound physical aversion to debt acts as an invisible force field, keeping them far away from toxic financial traps forever. Translating prices into percentages and hours ensures they never lose touch with the true underlying value of their hard-earned life energy. Rewiring their dopamine pathways allows them to experience genuine joy and intense pleasure from the simple act of growing their savings. Their healthy fear of lifestyle creep guarantees that every increase in income directly accelerates their journey toward absolute financial freedom tomorrow. By treating their future self as a beloved friend, they make long-term planning a deeply emotional and highly fulfilling daily practice. Simulating pre-purchase regret protects them from the endless barrage of modern marketing, keeping their focus entirely on what truly matters most. And their habit of disaster simulation ensures they are always prepared, turning potential anxiety into a foundation of unshakable financial peace. This is the true psychology of wealth, a beautifully orchestrated symphony of cognitive habits that naturally produce extraordinary financial success over time. It proves that becoming rich is less about mastering the stock market and more about mastering the complex machinery of your mind. Anyone can adopt these powerful mental models, slowly training their brain to react to money exactly like the world's most successful savers. It requires patience, deep self-awareness, and a willingness to completely rewire your fundamental relationship with money, consumption, and your own future. As you reflect on these powerful psychological principles, ask yourself which of these mental habits you can begin implementing right now. Could you start automating your savings today, removing the burden of choice, and letting your wealth grow quietly in the background? Can you train yourself to view debt not as a convenient tool, but as a dangerous threat to your physical well-being? Try converting your next major purchase into the exact number of working hours it will cost you, and observe your reaction. Focus on finding genuine joy in watching your savings account grow, allowing dopamine to reward your discipline instead of your spending. Resist the urge to upgrade your lifestyle with every pay raise, and instead find deep comfort in living simply and securely. Start a daily conversation with your future self, ensuring that every financial choice you make today serves their ultimate happiness tomorrow. Practice feeling the regret of a foolish purchase before you make it, using your brain's predictive power to protect your wallet. And finally, dare to imagine the worst-case scenarios, using that healthy fear to build an emergency fund that guarantees your peace. Mastering your finances is ultimately a journey of mastering yourself, learning to harmonize your biology with your deepest long-term life aspirations. The path to wealth is not hidden in complex charts. It is written in the neural pathways of your own brain. By adopting the mindset of a successful saver, you take absolute control of your financial destiny and secure your family's future. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration of the human mind and the hidden psychology of true financial independence. We hope these insights inspire you to transform your relationship with money and build a life of profound peace and abundance. This has been Healing Heart Talks, reminding you that true wealth begins within. Please subscribe, and we will see you soon.